Thank you, everyone, for joining us today here at Levittown Public Library, Stretch Fusion with Debbie. This is November 9th at 1:30 p.m. And go ahead, Debbie.
All right, thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Welcome to class. It's nice to see a lot of new faces here, as well as the people who have been attending. This Stretch Fusion class is kind of a mishmash of a lot of different things. I like to handle a little bit of balance, a little bit of coordination, as well as some different levels of stretches. I want to remind everybody, whether you've been here or not, that if you have any issues, be mindful of any issues you may have, whether it's knees, hips, and shoulders, which are the typical things that people usually have. Don't do anything just because I say so. If you have an issue with it, please make sure that you do follow whatever instructions you were given by your healthcare provider, by a physical therapist, and only do what you know is safe for you. We have a lot of different levels and of people, and a lot of different things. So I can cover, the basics. I'll give some modifications when I think of them, but don't do anything that is not good for you. Safety always comes first. So if you all stand, we'll start standing. And we'll take it then to the chair. And then those of you who have a mat and want to do stuff on the floor, I try to cover both while we're seated, the floor and the seating. So we're going to warm up the body a little bit. We're going to take it side to side. We're going to be lifting that right heel up and then taking the left heel up. So we're just taking it side to side as we're warming up the ankles. I'm going to add some arm positions as we reach cross chest. Right hand reaches to the left and then to the right. I'm kind of pressing through the heel of my hand, taking it side to side. And when I cue you, we're going to be reaching up and over to the ceiling. Again, be mindful if you have shoulder issues. And now you're going to reach up towards the sky and other side. Still pushing through the heel of the hand, warming up the body. And now we're going to be reaching cross chest again, just a little bit farther, like you're twisting towards the other side. And now you can just drop the arms, continue side to side for 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Now we're just going to start with a little bit of head motion. We're going to take it at a little bit of a faster pace. And later on, we're going to go a little bit deeper into the stretches. We want to make sure that we gently warm up the muscles because it's not safe to all of a sudden start stretching muscles that haven't been warmed up. So you're going to slowly look all the way over to the right. And now look over to the left. And again, taking it over to the right and to the left. One more time, each side, to the right, to the left, and then taking it to the center. Now slowly lower the right ear to the right shoulder and take the left ear to the left shoulder and taking it to the right and over to the left. One more time in each direction, over to the right, over to the left, and back to the center. So now you're going to slightly look to the right and you're going to be dropping your chin, rolling across the chest from right to left and then back left to right. So look to your right, drop your chin, just roll it down right to left, take it left to right and back to the center. Just back to the center, chin level. Now look all the way over your left shoulder, drop your chin, roll it left to right, right to left, and back to the center. So we're going to slowly raise our shoulders up to a 3 count and then drop it on 1. So you're going to bring it up for 1, 2, 3, and take it down. And again, up for 1, 2, 3, and drop down 2 more times. Up for 1, 2, 3, take it down. Last time, bring it up for 1, 2, 3, and take it down. And now we're just gonna take a little bit of shoulder rolls. So you're going to bring your shoulders up to your ears, backwards and around. We're going for 5. So here comes number 2. And around for 3. And 4. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades on the way down. And 5. Now reverse that. Up and around for 1. And 2. Taking it for 3. And 4. One more. And 5. So now warm up the shoulders a little bit. Your palms are forward. We're going to do some arm circles. You're going to go as big as you safely can. So for some of you, that safety might be like this. For others, it might be all the way up and around. So you go for your range of motion. So here we go, taking them forward, all the way up like you can touch the sky, taking them down. Make sure you don't tense your neck. Up and around for 2. Reaching back, squeeze the shoulder blades, take it down. Taking it up for 3 and squeeze, bring it down. 2 more, up for 4 and around. Last one, taking it for 5 and all the way up and around. Now let's reverse that. We're going to go a little faster in the reverse. So bringing it around for 1 and around for 2, taking it for 3 and 4, 1 more, and 5 and taking it down. So I'm going to place my fingertips on my shoulders. If that's not good for you, then just leave them away from the shoulders. We are going to rotate the elbows around like the shoulder rolls, but making it a slightly different. If that's not good for you, just do something like this, nice and small. So here we go, up and around for 1 and 2, taking it for 3 and 4 and 5. Now reverse it, taking it for 1 and 2. Here's 3, 4, and 5, and bringing the arms down. So I'm going to do another move that was inspired by a Pilates move called a mermaid. For now, your hands are going to be down. You're going to bring your right hand all the way up and over as the left hand reaches this way. So it's going to look like this, and we're going to take it side to side. If that's not good for your shoulder, then just reach a little bit in front or do whatever modification is good for you. So here we go. Right hand comes up and over as you reach the left hand, and then taking it over to the other side, just reaching with a slight side bend there, taking it up and over for 2 and other side. Bringing it up for 3 with a reach and other side. We're going for 2 more. Up and over for 4 and other side. Last one coming up, taking it up and over for 5 and bringing it to the other side and bringing the arms down. All right. So I'm going to do the whole portion of the standing all at once, and then we're going to do the whole seated portion, and then we're going to take it down to the mat for those who want to. You'll have to give me some feedback because it's always appreciated. Some of the libraries I teach at, they'll say, standing all of that time is a little bit too much. Can you break it up? So then we were up and down and up and down. And then another library said, can you stay and do it all at once? Because we're up and down and up and down. So your feedback is important to me so that we handle it. Every area is different. All right, so what we're going to take it now is a little bit of the lower body. You may need to hold on to the chair for some balance. And we're just going to slightly bend your right leg. Your right toes are in front. And you're just going to slide your leg open and then just bring it back. Taking it open for 2 and back. We're going to go for 5. Taking it for 3 and bring it back. 2 more and 4. Taking it back. 1 more and 5 and taking it back. For those of you who may want to take it to the next level, some of you were already lifting. Lift the leg up a little bit and open it and close it. If you get tired, put it down like we just did. So just open it out to the side and bring it back, trying to keep your hips level and 2. So when the leg goes open, make sure your hips don't go with it. If you can help it, take it for 3, but never strain or force anything. Out for 4, 1 more, out for 5 and back. So now we're doing a little bit of a circle. We're going to tap it down in between each. So bringing it around for 1 and around for 2. Here's 3. So be mindful if you have hip issues 4 that you don't have to go full range, and 5. And now let's reverse it. So come outwards and around for 1 and 2, taking it for 3 and 4, one more, and 5. All right, so let's take it to the other side, give this leg a break. Although the leg you were standing on was working hard as well. So you're gonna take that left knee with a slight bend in it, bring your toes in front of the other toes, and we're just gonna slide the leg open and close. So just slide it open and bring it back. Taking it for 2 and back. Here's 3, bringing it back, 2 more coming up, taking it for 4. Last one coming up, taking it for 5 and back. So for more of a challenge, lift the leg. If that's too much for you, do what we just did. So open it out to the side and bring it back. Taking it for 2 and back. And you can tap it down if you want to, like this, 3 and back. And 4, one more, and 5 and back. Good, taking it into a little bit of a circle. So you're going to cross forward first, forward and around, and then the opposite. So bring it forward and around for 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. And now go outward and in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so we're gonna do something that's called pedaling. It's gonna almost look like I'm at the gym on one of those stepper machines where warming up the ankles, creating a little bit more flexibility. As we age, we lose muscle mass and we lose sense of balance. So it's important to keep, especially the ankles, the more flexible and the stronger your ankles are, the more likely you could avoid a fall because your ankle would move with you and not be stiff. So we're gonna do what's pedaling. I'm gonna turn sideways briefly just so you can see from the side view. I'm just bringing one heel up and then the other heel up as I sort of shift the weight in my hip. So we're gonna start with that right heel up first. You can put the other hand anywhere you want. So right heel up and then switch to the other side, kind of jutting my hip out a little bit, stretching that as well. Taking it for 3 and other side and 4 and switch. Going to 8 here, that's 5 and other side and 6, taking it out and 7, one more each side and 8 and final and bring it down. All right, so we are going to do a little bit of of pressing the arms back and lifting the heels up. If that's not good for you, you can always have the chair nearby so that you can lift like that. So the hands go back, and then we're going to combine it with another move. So press the hands back, lift the heels up, bring yourself down. Bringing it for 2 and down. Taking it for 3, taking it down. Here's 4, one more, and 5. And down. From here, imagine you're going to sit in a chair, reaching your hands forward. So you're only going to go a little bit. Make sure the knees don't go forward like that because you're putting stress on your knees. I'd rather your backside stick out than your knees come forward. So as you slightly sit in your imaginary chair, reach the hands forward and then bring them just even with your body. And taking it for 2 and bring it back. We're going to put the 2 moves together in a second, taking it for 3. And bring it back. So I'm not going that low, taking it for 4 and back one more, taking it for 5 and back. So we're going to start with a little bit of this sitting down. Then when you come up, you're going to reach the hands back, coming to the balls of the feet if you can. If that's a problem, then just press the hands back. So again, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. All right, so here we go. Take that little bit of a seat back and bring it up, squeeze the shoulder blades together and take it down for 2 and press it back. May want to add a little bit of specific breathing. Inhale as you come back and reach out. Exhale as you press and lift. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, press and lift. One more time. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, press and lift and bring it down. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of balance and coordination. So we'll start out a little bit easier and then work our way up. So it's going to be your right knee and the left arm that is moving right now. You're going to come up to a count of 4 and lower down to a count of 4. Chair is there if you need it, so position yourself if you want to stay more behind it, since that other arm is moving. Do whatever's safest for you. Right leg, left arm, bringing it up, 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, and 4, and again, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, 4, 2 more times, up, 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, last time, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so the leg that you were lifting, your right leg, you're going to place it in front of the left like you're on a tightrope, heel to toe. Leave a slight gap between your toe and your heel so that you don't catch one foot on the other. And now, without really leaning too far, you're just I'm gonna call it rock. Pretend you're on a rocking horse. I'll turn sideways so that you can see. So as you rock it forward, you're slightly lifting your back heel up. As you shift the weight back, lift the front of the front foot up. Rock it forward, back heel up. Rock it back, the front of the foot up. Again, rock forward, rock back. One more time, rock it forward, rock it back. Stay on your tightrope, but both feet are flat on the floor. We're going to add a different movement to this now. You're going to actually pick up the right foot and put it behind the left, and then bring it back. Put it behind and back. 2 more times. Reach behind, take it back. Last time, take behind, bring it back, stay here. You're going to tap your right foot 6 times to get behind the left and 6 times to get front. So it's shifting our weight, just challenging our balance a little bit. So here we go. Think of the numbers on a clock. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and feet are parallel. Right, so we're going to try that same group of movements on the other side. So now it's the left leg that's going to be moving up. So shift if you need to be in a different position to your chair for safety. So here we go, left leg, right arm, bringing it up, 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, and 4, again up, 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, 4, again, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, we have one more leg, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Good, so now we're going to get on our rocking horse. You're going to take your left foot in front of the right, heel to toe with a slight gap between. And now, like we did on the other side, just rock it forward a little bit. The back heel comes slightly up. Taking it back, lifting the front of the front foot up. Rock it forward, back heel. Rock it back, front toes up. 2 more. Rock it forward, back heel up. Rock it back, front toes up. Last one, rock it forward. Rock it back. Stay on your tightrope, but both feet are flat on the floor. Now you're going to pick up the left foot and put it behind the right. So bringing it back and take it in front. Back for 2 and front. Back for 3. Front. Back for 4. Front, but stay here. Tap 6 times to get behind. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, good job with that. So we're going to do a coordination drill. We may put the drill together seated because it'll be a little bit more movement, but we'll get started with the standing position. Your right leg is out to the side. You're hugging a huge tree in front of your chest. If your arms get tired, you can lower them down. You're gonna be lifting that right leg as you open up the left arm. We're gonna go 8 on one side, 8 on the other side. Then we're gonna do the same movement in front. We're gonna alternate it when we're seated. So here we go, open it up. That's 1, taking it down, and 2. So trying to control your balance, and 3, so that when the arm and leg comes up, and 4, your body doesn't rock side to side if you can help it, taking it for 5, and bring it down, and 6, 2 more, here's 7, 1 more, and 8, and down, good. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and here we go, opening it up for 1, and take it down. One side's always better than the other, and 2, take it down. Here's 3, and 4, taking it for 5, and 6, here's 7, 1 more, and 8. All right, so we're gonna go back to the other side. Like I said, if your arms are tired, you can lower them. So now instead of coming out to the side, the leg is gonna come up to the front. Same thing, so you're tapping. The tendency is, as soon as the leg comes up, people wanna tap that leg. You're tapping the leg that's not coming up. All right, here we go. For 1, and 2, good, slow coming up, slow down, 3, and 4. Taking it for 5, 6, 7, 1 more, 8, good, switch. So you have to just shift your weight a little bit. Same thing, here we go, for 1, and 2, good, so only one arm, one leg is moving, 3, and 4, taking it for 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. All right, good job with that. So while we're standing, we're gonna do maybe 1 or 2 more things. I'm gonna show you from the side. Up nice and tall. I always say, imagine that a string is pulling your head up towards the ceiling. So we're up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, keeping that good posture. Because as your body gets used to slumping, you get tired or whatever, you're slumping down. And now if the longer you walk around like that, there's going to be a time where your muscles get so used to it, this is going to feel normal to you, that coming up and straightening up is going to be harder and harder because your body is used to it. And eventually you end up staying in that position. So just be mindful of your body, the mind-body connection. So we're up nice and tall. I'm gently placing my fingers on my chair. I'm going to bring my right leg back fairly far. And in this position, make sure that you don't have to lean forward to reach the chair. So you might want to, scoop both legs up if you need to. Now, without leaning back or feeling it in your lower back, you want to just push your hip forward a little bit. Feel that little bit of a stretch right here, holding that position. Ideally, we should be holding our stretches 30 to 60 seconds if we're working on our flexibility. And if you've had a workout, the ideal is 15 to 30 seconds. So we're just holding this position. If you don't have a knee issue, or if you know that you can lower your knee down a little bit without causing any issues, if you try leaning down a tiny bit, you're going to feel that stretch intensify. If that's not good for you, straighten up. So I'm just holding this position, feeling a wonderful stretch in my hip flexor, in the hip area. And now I'm going to straighten out both legs. I'm going to lower my back heel, feeling that stretch in the calf area. Now from here, I'm not going to curve my back. I'm going to keep a flat back, but I'm going to lower my chest down towards the floor. I'm starting to feel that stretch now in the back of my front leg. So it's moving to the back of the leg, the calf, the hamstrings. And then slowly use the chair, use your arms to come up, don't use your lower back. So now we're going to do that exact same thing on the other side. So adjust your position, left leg, step it back. So in my position here, I'm almost like a triangle with the head at the top of the triangle. I'm pushing my left hip forward a little bit, feeling that little bit of a stretch, making note that I don't feel it in my lower back. holding that initial stretch. I like layering my stretches or even my exercises from easier to harder intensity so that you can always stop at the position that is best for you. So don't force yourself to go forward. Everybody's different and everybody's at a different level. So if your neighbor is standing on her head, you don't have to do that. You do what is safe for you. So I'm going to lower my left knee a little bit like I did on the other side. If you feel anything funny in your knees, then straighten up. You know your body better than anyone. You know what feels right and what is not good for you. Still pushing that hip forward a little bit to keep that stretch. And now I'm going to straighten out both legs. I'm going to lower my back heel, still trying to keep my body up nice and straight. And now without bending my back, I'm going to hinge at the hips, folding the body in half, lowering my chest towards the floor, feeling the stretch now in the back of my front leg, that right leg. And then slowly coming back up, bringing the feet parallel. So one other thing, we're going to take it into a nice wide stretch. You're going to slightly bend your left knee so it's just over the ankle. Now in this position, I'm almost going to push my right hip down a little bit, getting a little bit of a stretch in the inner thigh area or in the inner hip area. So nothing too drastic. And then just straightening out both legs, then slightly bending the right knee so it's kind of over the ankle. And now pushing that hip down a little bit, pressing into that leg. And coming all the way back up. Bringing your feet closer together. So we are going to have a seat. So you'll have to let me know afterwards, was that bit of movements and exercises too long a time period? Because I always adjust in each week, try to change it up a little bit, adjust it a little bit. So while we're seated, remember that little thing we did with the coordination with the leg out to the side and forward. So obviously you can't lift your leg up like this in this position. So we are going to tap it open and close like we did earlier when we were doing our hip stretching. What we're going to do is our coordination. We're going to take it to the side and to the front. So we're going to take it side, side, front, and front, alternating it all at once. We'll practice it future sessions, but let's just see how we do with our little bit of coordination with the right leg, left arm to start us, alternating it with the side. All I'm going to say is side, side, front, front. We're not going to do it quite that fast. So here we go. Open it to the side and the side, to the front, and again to the side and side. So only one arm and one leg, front and front, moving at a time. Take it to the side and to the side, to the front and front. Last time, to the side and the side and the front and the front. All right. So just when you thought you were really coordinated, find out maybe not. All right. So we are going to do a couple of seated stretches, starting with our lower body, our legs. You're going to bring your, and I'll turn a little bit of sideways, you're going to bring your right leg out with the heel down, the toe is up, so your foot is slightly flexed. In this position, you may feel enough of a stretch. What you want to avoid doing is putting any pressure on that extended knee. We want to make sure that you don't stress out your joints. Be mindful of your chair. The bottom of the chair is a little bit rounded, and sometimes it almost might feel like it's rocking forward. So make sure you're stable and secure on your chair. You're going to keep your back flat, fold the body in half, lowering your chest towards your thigh as you're reaching forward. If you feel confident enough to reach towards your foot, you can reach towards your foot. Again, make sure you're secure on the chair. You can reach anything that is safe for you, whether you're reaching both hands towards the foot, past the foot, towards the floor. Just find the position that you're getting that little bit of tension, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg, that you can stay there and hold it. We're going to take a nice deep inhale and exhale. One more time, nice deep inhale and exhale, and then breathe normally. Now, in order to safely come up, again, don't stress the joint muscle. You can place your left hand on your left thigh and use your arm to help you come up. I don't want you to put pressure on that leg. So now I'm going to give you a couple of different positions. You can either cross your right ankle in front of the left ankle. We're going to open up the thigh, or bring that ankle on top of the thigh, bringing it up here. So if this is not good for you, keep it ankle to ankle. If you've had hip issues or surgery and you're not supposed to open up like this, then see if you can bring your leg a little bit more like that. And if I didn't cover something or give you a modification, you can always see me after class saying, I have this, can you help me out next time? And I'm happy to do that. So I'm just trying to cover the bases. So keeping your legs in this position, if you have no issues and you're okay with the hip, put a little bit of pressure on that inner thigh. It should feel a little bit of tension. It should feel a good feeling. If you want a deeper stretch or feel the difference, you're going to just lean forward a little bit, chest coming towards your shin or your calf, feeling where you feel that. It should be in the outer glute area, the outer thigh area. That's what we're stretching now. It's called a figure 4 stretch. If you look down, it looks like a backwards upside down 4. In some things like yoga or Pilates, you would be lying on your back, crossing one knee over the other, bringing your knees into your chest. It's the same type of stretch. So now in order to come up safely, you can press into your shin or thigh just using your arms and not your back. And we're going to do a little bit of a rotation. So we're up nice and tall now. You're going to take your left hand in the center of the right thigh. Use the leg for leverage as you twist gently, slowly to look all the way over to the right. And slowly come back to the center. And now while we're in this position, whether your foot is up or down, you're going to rotate that ankle 5 times, bring it around as big and slow as you can for 1, 2, I know, snap, crackle, and pop, and 3. Here's 4, 1 more, and 5. And now reverse your direction for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. And you can bring that leg down. So that little bit of movements that we just did, we're going to do on the other side, just so that we're even. So you're going to take your left leg, bringing it out, heel down, toe up. Some of you may feel enough of a stretch right now just doing this, especially if your legs are very tight. And just a note, if your legs, a lot of us have tight hamstrings, that's the back of the thigh. Those tight muscles pull on your lower back. So if you chronically have back issues, it could be because of your tight hamstring. So it's important to keep our body nice and flexible as we can. So same rules apply. Don't put any pressure on the extended knee. You're going to fold at the hips, keep your back flat. So don't tuck your chin down. Imagine you have an apple under your chin. Just keeping your head and chest lifted as you lower down. Reaching towards your foot, towards the ankle, towards the floor, whatever you can reach towards safely. And now to safely come up, you can place your right hand on that right thigh, helping yourself up if you need that. And now we're going to cross either at the ankle or the middle of the thigh. And I'm not going to say do whatever you did on the other side, because some of us might have an issue with one side that we don't have on the other. So if all is good, place your left hand in the center of the left thigh, pressing down a little bit just to get that little bit of tension, that feels good. And then keeping your upper body back flat, leaning forward, chest coming towards your calf or your shin, feeling that stretch deepen in the outer thigh area, the glute area. And then using your hands on your legs to help push you up so that you don't strain the lower back. So we're going to do that little bit of rotation. So you can take your right hand in the center of the left thigh, pressing into the thigh as you look all the way over to the left. Slowly coming back to the center, rotating the ankle as slow and big as you can, bringing it around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now reverse that direction, taking it around for 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. And bringing that leg down. So we're going to do a couple of yoga inspired moves. One of them, there are going to be 2 variations on what's known as a yoga warrior, bringing the legs out for the first variation. And you can always stay at the first variation when we do the second, bringing your legs out, pressing a little bit into the thighs, leaning forward a little bit, just kind of stretching it out. And slowly coming back up. So we have the option to bring your arms out to the sides. We're going to all lean towards the right. You're going to place your right forearm on that right thigh, left hand reaching up towards the ceiling. If that's not good for you, then reach out or reach wherever is safe for you. Those of you who want a deeper stretch, and if it's safe for you, you can take your right hand reaching down towards the floor. Again, you don't have to touch. And if you are pretty far down, you can take that right hand on top of the right thigh and bring yourself up in that manner. And now we're going to take it over to the other side. So lean to the left forearm stops on that left thigh. The right hand is up towards the sky. For that little bit of a deeper stretch, you can try reaching towards the floor. Again, don't force anything. And to safely come up, you can place your left hand on the left thigh and help yourself come up, bringing the arms up and bringing them down. We are going to bring the arms all the way up, bringing the hands first on the thighs, palms up, taking a nice deep inhale all the way up. Palms touch overhead, prayer hands. Exhale as you come to the center of your chest, and then just stay here and breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. In this position, you're going to slowly rotate your fingertips towards me. Stretching a little bit of the wrists and the forearms. Be mindful if you've had wrist issues. Now slowly bring the fingertips up towards the ceiling and towards yourself. It's a little more awkward, so don't force it. Fingertips back up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers. Flip your palms towards me and slowly reach out, feeling a little bit of a stretch in the hands, in the palms, the fingers. And bringing the arms down. So we're going to do a second variation on that warrior. So you're going to keep your right leg the way it is. The knee is bent. If you can, the left leg comes out straight. You can always stay like this. Otherwise, that left leg is out straight. And if you can, you're bringing the foot facing forward. If that's not good for you, then just keep that leg there or keep it bent. So those are some of your options. So now in this position, bringing my arms back out to the side, we're going to take it over to the right, either stopping on the leg or going right down towards the floor, reaching up, reaching down, arms in opposition as if somebody's pulling your left hand to the ceiling and someone else is pulling the right hand towards the floor. Coming back up and over, reaching either down towards the leg or just placing the hand on the hip, but not on the extended knee. We're gonna come up and over one more time. So come all the way up and over to the right. All the way up and over to the left. This time I'm just bringing my arm a little bit more in line. And coming back to the center, bringing the arms down. So we're going to switch that up. You're going to bring that left leg in with the knee directly over the ankle, creating that little bit of a 90-degree angle. And whatever you did on the other side, bringing the leg out straight, or foot in line with the leg, or foot facing forward, totally up to you. And we always go first towards the leg that is bent. So you're going to take it over to the left, right over, reaching all the way either down and up. Again, arms in opposition. And coming all the way back up and over, either sliding down towards the leg. Next time, we're going to go down towards the floor. And bringing up and over towards the left again. Just reach, reach, reach. Up and over towards the right. This time, I'm bringing the hands in line. And bringing it back up, bringing the arms down. All right, so we are going to take it into a little bit of upper body stretches. So I'm going to start off with the hands facing forward again, taking a nice deep inhale. The palms face, they do not touch this time. Exhale, palms face away, reaching down and back, opening up the chest. Now you can stay here. For the deeper stretch, you can reach for the back of your chair and lean forward a little bit. If that's not good for you, then just stay here. And an even deeper stretch, if you're up for it, if you want more of a challenge, you can interlace your fingers behind your back and drive the knuckles towards the seat of the chair. If that's too much for you, get out of that position and keep your hands like that. That was me cracking. And just releasing that. All right, so we're going to take it a little bit from the shoulders. So you're going to take your right hand out to the side. You're going to slowly come to the center. The left hand is palm up. Reach that upturned palm towards your forearm and gently bring that arm across your body. So that's just an entry level. Some of you may take it deeper by coming right in the elbow area. That's okay too. If you're used to that, that's fine. Now try to keep that shoulder down. Don't come up like this. So now you're going to slowly bring that right arm to the front. You're going to slide the left hand to the upper arm. Help that arm come up if you can. Bend at the elbow, reach towards your shoulder. This might be enough of a stretch for you, or you may want to take it up a level or up and over. So there's different spots. You stop at the one that's good for you. If you're struggling to get up here, then you're not really stretching, then you should stay here. If you are up here with no problem, take it into a little bit of a side bend if you want to get a deeper stretch, totally up to you. And bringing it back up, lowering the arm down. So we're going to do that in a little bit of series on the other side. So make sure you do stop where it is good for you. Don't try to force it or push to a level that isn't good for you because you're not going to benefit from it. So now let's take our left arm out to the side. Slowly bring it to the front, right hand palm up. Reach for the forearm and gently guide the arm across your chest. Drop your shoulder down. If you are used to this deeper stretch, then go ahead or stop wherever it is good for you. Holding that, we're feeling the stretch in this part of the shoulder area. And now just slowly bring that arm forward, slide the right hand to the upper arm, help the arm up, bend at the elbow, reach towards your shoulder, let your right hand push up or over if you are okay with that. Taking it into a little bit of a side bend for a little deeper stretch. And slowly coming back up. and bringing the arm down. So we're going to take it into a little bit of an arm and leg stretch at the same time. I'm going to turn sideways on my chair. You're also going to be watched first. As I just turn sideways, my left leg is on the chair. I'm going to bring my right knee down towards the floor. This is going to be similar to when we were standing and we brought that leg straight back and we're pressing through the hip. So in this position, this might be enough of a stretch for you. So if you can turn in your chair so that we're all facing out the window towards that left, dropping that leg down, because you're going to now take your left hand on the back of your chair, just the hand on the chair. And if you can, you're going to bring the right hand up and over, taking it into that stretch. If that's not good for you, then just reach across. Otherwise, taking it all the way up and over. So we're getting a little bit of an arm stretch and a leg stretch at the same time. And coming back upright. Now, if you're okay with it, you're going to now turn your upper body facing a little bit towards the back of the chair and a little bit of a rotation. Again, only what's good for you. Taking it back to looking towards that left. And if you can, bring that leg back a little bit more. If that's not good for you, don't struggle. Don't feel it in the lower back. And now just ease up, bring that leg back. So now we're going to just turn facing the other direction. So I'm sitting sideways on my chair. That right leg is towards the back. The left knee is just down. This might be enough of a stretch for you. Or you can push the hip forward a little bit, holding that position. You're going to take your right hand just at the back of the chair, holding it on. Left arm up and over if you're okay with that, or just lean if the arm has an issue. And bringing it all the way back down. So now I am going to just turn my shoulders towards the back of my chair. I'm holding on with the back of the chair for leverage, and I'm taking it into a little bit of a twist. Make sure you don't force anything. And taking it back to the center and seated facing forward now on your chairs. All right, so we're going to do one more little thing before I tell those of you who want to go down on the mat to go down on the mat. So we're going to be starting with your right leg first. Your hands are down and back. Modification to reach for the underside of your leg and just bring it up a little bit and then taking it down. If you're more flexible and this is no problem, you're going to reach for the knee and shin, holding it there and bringing it down. So you find the position that is best for you. We're going to go for 5 of them. So reaching the arms out, up nice and tall, slowly bring the right knee in, reaching for whatever you can, hugging it in, feel that stretch, that lower back release, bringing it down, open up the chest. And again, bringing it in for 2 with a hug and open it up. And for 3, bring it in and release. 2 more. Bring the knee in and hug and release. 1 more coming up. Bring it in and hug and release. Good. Same thing now on the other side. So slowly bring your left knee in, reaching wherever is appropriate for you. And release. Open up the chest. Taking it for 2. And release. And hug that knee for 3. And 2 more. Taking it for 4. And release. Last one coming up. Taking it for 5. And release. And bringing the arms down. All right. So those of you who have a mat and want to go down on the mat, you'll have to bear with me as I'm giving instructions to both seated and on the mat. So take it down on your mat. You're going to be on your backs. with your hands and feet extended all the way to the opposite sides of your mat. So those of you who are taking it down on the mat, you can do so now. You don't have to, you can stay in the chair. So all of us in the chairs, you're gonna just slide your legs out straight if you can, and you're gonna bring the arms all the way up. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And again, nice deep inhale and exhale. One more time, nice deep inhale and exhale, and bringing the arms down. You're gonna slowly bring your right knee into your chest, hugging the knee in, reach behind the back of your thigh. And now you're gonna slowly extend that leg out straight and bend. And again, bring it out straight and bend. One more time, take it out straight and bend. Now rotate your ankle 3 times. That's 1, trying not to move the rest of the leg. 2 and 3, taking it to the opposite direction for 1, 2, and 3. So if you're on the mat or in the chair, you're going to take your left hand on the outside of the right leg, and you're going to bring that right leg over to the left. If you're on the mat, you're going to aim as close to the floor as you can. If you're on the chair, you're just bringing it over the other side, stretching out the side of the body. Bringing your right arm out to the side, looking towards that right hand. And taking it back to the center, bringing your knee back over, bringing that leg down. So extend the hands and feet again, opposite sides of the room. Nice deep inhale and exhale. One more time, nice deep inhale and exhale. And breathe normally. Slowly bring your left knee into the chest, reaching behind the thigh, hugging it all the way in if you can. And we're going to take it into 3 extensions. So extend the leg out straight and bend. Taking it out for 2 and bend. One more time, out for 3 and bend. Rotate the ankle 3 times. That's 1, nice and slow, and 2 and 3, reversing that direction around for 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to place your right hand on the outside of the left leg, bringing that left leg over to the right, extending that left arm out to the side, turning your head to look away from the arm, opening up the chest. You can also lower the arm down and back if holding it out here is not good for you. And taking it back to the center and releasing that leg, bringing that leg over to the side. So we're going to take it out to the side. If you're in your chair, you're going to extend or open up that leg all the way out to the side. If you are on your mat, you can bring your knee into your chest, straighten out the leg, and bring that leg out to the side, making sure you're supported or opening up the leg like that. So either way, we're just holding that position. And taking it back to the center and bringing, that's it. If you're on the mat, both feet, both legs are down. So now on the other side, bringing your knee in and extend it if you're on the mat, out to the side. If you're on the chair, bringing that leg all the way out, holding that position, and taking it back to the center. All right, good job with that. So we're going to take it to a standing position. So those of you down on the floor, come up slowly. Those of you in the chair, just come up. So we're going to take it into just a couple of deeper neck releases. So keeping your shoulders level, keeping your chin level. You're gonna look all the way over that right shoulder without twisting your body. So just slowly look over the right shoulder, holding that position. And now slowly come back to the center, keeping your chin level. Look all the way over the left shoulder without turning your body. One side might be tighter than the other. Taking it back to the center. And now you're gonna look over the right shoulder again, but you're gonna drop your chin down and up 3 times, not too fast. So look over the right shoulder. In this position, just drop your chin towards your collarbone, hold that position. And slowly come back up, stay in this side, slowly drop your chin again. And take it back up. One more time, drop the chin. Bring it up and take it to the center. And now look all the way over that left shoulder for the same thing, hold that position. Slowly drop your chin towards your collarbone. Hold it there, lift it up, and again, drop the chin, and lift. One more time, drop the chin, lift it up, and come to the center. So now without leaning over, you're gonna drop that right ear to the right shoulder, keeping your head just facing forward. We're not going on an angle. This might be enough of a stretch for you. If you don't have neck issues and you're okay with adding a little more tension, you can take your right fingertips at the left temple and add a tiny bit of tension, feeling that stretch right from the ear all the way down to that shoulder. For an even deeper stretch, you can take the left fingers and just reach a little bit away from your body. And for a deeper stretch yet, you could take the left hand behind your back. If that's not good for you, stay at the position that is good for you. And if your hand is behind the back, release the hand from behind the back, then release the hand from your head. And you may even need help just bringing your head up. It's okay to use that hand. Now slowly lower the left ear to the left shoulder as a counter stretch. Hold that position. Again, this might be enough for you. If you want a deeper stretch, you can take the left fingertips at the right temple, adding a little bit of tension. You can also reach the right fingertips slightly away from the body. And lastly, you can take the right hand behind the back, if that works for you. And if your hand is behind the back, remove the hand from behind the back. Remove the hand at the temple, and either with or without assistance, bring your head upright and bring the hands down. So we're going to take it into a nice, just lifting the shoulders up and take it down. One more time, lift it up and down so the palms are facing forward. I'm bringing my heels a little closer together. We're going to inhale. As we inhale, lift your heels, lift the hands, eyes up to the sky. Exhale, turn the hands away, lower down. You don't have to lift the heels if that's a problem. Last time, inhale up, bring everything up. Exhale down, bringing everything down. So I want to thank you for joining me today. So happy that you made it. Feedback is always appreciated. If there was anything at all that didn't sit right with you, let me know. And if there was something that you loved a lot, please let me know too.
This clear, so.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much.
Very good.
All right.